Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle. Thank you for joining me. If you like my shows, subscribe, hit the like button, share, comment. I just talk about real life situations that people might go through, and a lot of stuff goes on in my life. I use this channel as like a journal, a way to vent, and sometimes we just need to vent. But I wanted to talk to you guys and keep you guys updated on what's going on in my world. Okay. So what is going on? The update. I think the last time you guys were updated was basically was going through all that drama with um my friend's keys. Well, she's in Turkey and she's my sister, and so that's all taken care of. We got the car back safe and sound, and da da da. I didn't steal the car keys. I had permission for the car keys, so let's get that situated. Okay, so let's move on from that drama. Okay, so I'm going to be a great aunt. My nephew is going to have 3 kids. I'm kind of excited. Also, we have found out last night that we have a little baby boy in our family, and I'm excited. It's great to congratulations to them, to the proud parents of a baby boy, and he's very healthy. So congratulations to Cody out there. If you are watching this, congratulations to your newborn baby. Um, Being a parent is very, very tough. It's not an easy job, but we love our kids no matter what, even though they stress us out at times and make us broke. So if you don't want to be broke and you're not ready to give yourself anything, your whole being, your financial checkbook, because they're gonna need a lot, and it's very, very expensive to have kids. I have one, so I know personally how expensive it can get. You give them your all. You're the type of parents that gives their shirt off your back for them. um you will go hungry for your kids. Yeah, that kind of situation. You'll be homeless for your kids. um if you're ready to take that step, then congratulations on becoming a parent, because becoming a parent is really, really hard. It's not easy. There's no rule book. There's no right or wrong to becoming a parent. Um, you just go with it. Every child is different. No child is better than the other person. Um, and you just raise them to the best that you can. They will make up their own minds, and they will piss you off tendency over and over again. You're constantly going, what the hell were you thinking? And the thing of it is they weren't thinking at all. And it's, if they were thinking, they would have done it in the first place. So yeah. So parenting is really, really hard, but yet fun and exciting and very financial. Especially when you gotta go to school, because you're buying all their school products, like supplies. You gotta buy them. Then you got school clothes. Then they ain't happy because so and so's got a better outfit, and they're just ain't cool. You know, it's a battle as parents go through. So my word to wise is being a parent is just do the best that you can with the finances that you got, and just teach them financial responsibility, because you don't want them to grow up and be like, oh, well, you owe me the world. No, you don't. When you legally, okay, for y'all kids that are out there watching this, when you're 18, no, we do not have to provide a roof over your head. We don't have to provide food. We don't have to provide shit for you, because that when you turn 18, you're considered an adult. So you're responsible for your own actions, your own food, your own well-being. But yet, as parents, we have a tendency to like still mother you, to father you, to cover you, to do different things. And yes, that is a blessing. um let them figure out a way to get their own vehicle, let them work, do allowance, do chores, because kids, you know what? You're not entitled to everything. You are not entitled for us to just hand over the money. If you are sick and you have a disability, that is one thing, but you still, don't you want to have your own place? Don't you want to be independent? Well, when you go out into the world, don't you want to like take pride in your own house? Like say, hey, yeah, I can do my own laundry. Mom and dad taught me how to do my own laundry. I was trained. They trained me up so I can cook, clean, run groceries, so I can drive, so I can be independent. That's what it is, and it's a responsibility. And a lot of kids get into cars and they are not responsible whatsoever, because a lot of these kids are texting and driving, video chatting and driving, and it only takes a split second to kill somebody. And it's like, okay, you want to go out and hang out with your friends, and the drinking and the driving got to stop, because see, my rule is that whoever is my friends and stuff, I don't drink because I can't drink right now. But when I did drink, we took turns. Like all the drivers took turns, and so that way when we hung out, who's going to be the sober driver, and to make sure that's responsible. Sometimes we had to have two of them, because depending on who's with us, because sometimes we just might get a little out of hand. So we need someone that's sober to handle the situation, whatever situation may arise. Because when we're drunk, let's face it, somebody could just be looking at us wrong or bump into us by accident, and we'd be ready to kick some ass, and they may not mean it if we were sober. So take responsibility and make sure you do that with your friends. It's a responsible thing to do. Do not get in a car when you're drinking and driving, because drinking and driving, you can kill somebody, yourself, and you could kill your best friend, and you don't want that on you whatsoever, especially if you're texting and driving. Because I have this app on my phone, and I can be in the passenger seat, and it'll go off and it'll say I'm driving. Anytime I'm in the car with somebody, I do not, it goes off. And it's very, very vital and very important that you guys have an app like that, because it can wait. Your friends' lives can wait. You can take videos, whatever. Have your friends take the videos while you're driving, or whatever, Snapchat or whatever. So if you're driving by yourself, they have this dash cam. You can like record where you're going, stuff like that, as you're driving, and it's a safe thing to get. It does work. It's really, really awesome to get one of those. Respect your vehicle, take pride in your vehicle, because vehicles are very, very expensive, and if you work for it, you're going to take more pride in it. So then someone handing you the car, be like, oh, it's my 16th birthday, you owe me, da 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 da. No, technically, parents don't need to buy you a car. You need to like earn it yourself. If you earned it and you're like, hey, that's great. But if you have, if parents just, I'm not saying parents don't buy your kids things. Let them earn it. I worked in a restaurant, and I worked at a grocery store. I was a cashier at a grocery store, and okay, being cashier at a grocery store, before I was like 16, seriously, there's things that you can do. There's allowances, save up, get a savings account, get savings banks accounts. I do know the one bank that's really, really good is BB&T. So you might want to do that. So yeah, my Snapchat's like going off as I'm recording this. My bad, guys. But so BB&T is a good way to financially book your, save your money, get a checking account. There's savings accounts. There's things like that. It used to be National Pen Bank. If you guys are old-fashioned, you guys know National Pen. But if you have a BB&T bank, I would go to BB&T Bank. It's a good bank. So basically, kids, they have savings accounts there. They will work with you. Save up your money. That way, if you invest in there, they're awesome. They are here in Pennsylvania. I don't know if they're anywhere else in the world. So if you are watching this, BB&T is a good bank. I don't know about any other good banks. I've been banking for with BB&T and National Penn Bank um since I was young in high school. I went to National Penn Bank when I was younger. Um, so I put my money and I start opening up a checking account and a savings account. Basically, I would get like fake money and teach your kids like a value of $1 when they're like little. My daughter was doing chores and stuff, and then we would earn like money and like movies, or a new toy that they wanted so bad. But then, at Christmas time, it's like, okay, what toys do you want to give to another child? And then have that child go give it to another child. They can see the reaction to a homeless shelter, to see a reaction. I did that with my daughter, and yeah. So she learned and to give her toys up. I know when she was little, she wanted this Elmo so bad. She wanted it so bad. It was like the big Elmo, and it talked, it did everything. I spent like a good $100 to $300. It was on sale, because it came out and I got coupons and stuff like that. But the thing of it is I kind of like wheeled and dealed and to get this for her because she wanted it so bad. So she gave that up. She gave up the Elmo to a homeless kid that didn't have. I mean, I just spent like money on it. It's Christmas. I like pot to piss in, don't have no money, and I had to like support my kid. But that's what I mean. You gotta like teach your kids. There are kids out there that don't have a toy to play with, that don't have anything. So my kid went through her clothes and was like giving away everything. She learned the meaning of sharing and giving. And so when she was school age, she decided, we got her glasses, and spent like $500 to like $1,000 because she had that one specially made. And those that know about glasses, okay, you can't give your glasses to another child. But my kid was in kindergarten at the time, and she decided, this girl says, I can't see, I'm blind, I can't see. So she's like, here you go, take my glasses and keep them. And because we taught her to share, we taught her to give when someone's in need. So we did get her glasses back, needless to say. And it's a funny story because they were so amazed how giving my child is, and what she was taught. She was taught to give, and to give. If somebody doesn't have, you give them your shirt off your back. You give them, and she was like 5 years old in school giving her glasses because she said can't see, because her friend couldn't see. And it was really, really sweet. And it really was. And at first we didn't know who the person was, but then it turned out she later in life, and they ended up being really good friends and are good friends on Facebook to this day, because they live in different states, and my daughter's 23, going to be 24. So she was like 5 at the time. So you got to understand, you got to teach your kids sharing at a young age. I mean, as soon as they're walking and talking, and they can pick up toys and they can start understanding, like, can mommy have that, share it with mommy, play with mommy, and then you give it back, and then you're like, this is sharing, and this is how you introduce sharing. A lot of people don't understand how parenting is hard work. It's not easy. Plus, when they're sick, they're miserable. So parenting, I mean, especially when you go through the teething phase. Oh my God, you are gonna you just want to live at the bar. I'm telling you, teething. When they go through the teething phase, trust me, you're gonna want to drink to death. But the one time my daughter, she was